Hi everyone, hope you're okay. Welcome back to my amazing YouTube channel. Yeah, if you watch my videos, it's for a better life for you. It's to ease your life, to make everything easy. So now I'm going to take you guys through plagiarism. Another simple word me I can use to make plagiarism is cheating. So I want to take you guys through understanding it, what it means, and all right. So here you can see I've displayed it on the screen. It's saying understanding plagiarism, then why it matters in academic and professional settings. Now let's start right away. Let's dive into business. Um, yeah. It's saying what is plagiarism. We are okay. We are defining it. So defining the definition of plagiarism or cheating, according to me, it means plagiarism, okay, simply using someone else's words or ideas without proper credit. Like, I remember telling you in one of the other videos that the lecturer has given you an assignment for you just go to your friend and you copy it the exact way it is. Maybe you only change your name, you get, and then you go and hand in. That is plagiarism. It's like cheating, copying. Then, yeah, plagiarism can be intentional or unintentional. Like you can do it knowingly or unknowingly. Then it applies to text, images, even music, codes, and so much more. Yeah, I'm sure you guys have had a lot of songs with rhyming, lyrics, and all that crap. So yeah, that is plagiarism in courseworks like text. Yeah, you can copy your friend's work. That applies to text. And then images, like you've seen someone's, like let me say, picture looking so nice. So you're someone just to be like that. Now you go and do the exact same thing, but maybe only changing the face. That is plagiarism. So let's move on to the next. And the next slide is talking about common types of plagiarism. Here we have direct plagiarism. It's this one is simply like copying word for word. Like for you, go to your friend, a friend has done coursework, you copy like the way I told you, the exact way it is. Like you just copy word per word. Maybe if they've told you to define what food is, like define food. So your friend has defined it as something that can be eaten. So for you also go and copy the exact same thing, like something that can be eaten. That is direct plagiarism, copying word for word. And then we have another type, paraphrasing. Paraphrasing plagiarism. Like this is like writing without credit. Like your friend has defined food like something that can be eaten. So for you, you go and copy the way it is, but then like you just change a few words. Like or you exaggerate, you add in something little. Like your friend has defined food as something that can be eaten. Then for you, just go and you may define it as something that can be eaten, and then you add on something like and it's sweet, like you've paraphrased it. Mhm. Yeah, like okay, I'm sure you guys know what paraphrasing is. Like you alter the way a sentence is, so you add in something, like you just paraphrase. That is paraphrasing, plagiarism. And then we have self plagiarism, like reusing your own work. Like now, in my course, we have two course units. There is 21st century skills and development studies. Those two course units are kind of alike. Even the courseworks they give us, the questions are like actually the same. You get, yeah, some of them are the same. So now, lecturer A gives assignment for 21st century skills, and then lecturer B gives assignment or coursework for development studies, but the question is the same. Like maybe give what consequences of deforestation in Uganda. Like questions are the same. So maybe last week 21st century skills lecturer gave you that assignment, and then also maybe this week now development studies lecturer gives you that assignment, consequences of deforestation in Uganda. So for you had done the other work and handed it in, but maybe you kept your rough copy. You went and handed in the nice copy to the lecturer. So you just go and get that rough copy again. You go and print and you submit like the way it is. So that is self-plagiarism, like reusing your own work. You get something that is not great. But then we have mosaic plagiarism, mixing copied and original text like a mosaic. I'm sure find or did fine art understand what a mosaic is. A mosaic is like making a painting or a drawing using different materials. Maybe you use fiber and cloth. You mixing with beads to make out something nice. Then our mosaic plagiarism is like mixing copied and original text. Like you go to a journal or a newspaper and you get an original text from there, like first-hand information, and then you mix it with copied work. Like now you've gotten first-hand information from a newspaper, and then you go to your friend and you copy work and you mix that together. You get that is mosaic plagiarism. And then we have accidental plagiarism. This is like incorrect or missing citations. Yeah, I'm sure you guys get that. So let's move on to the next slide. Yeah, so those are the common types of plagiarism. Now let's move on to the next. We're going to the next slide. And yeah, the next slide is saying why avoid plagiarism. Academic consequences. Like it can lead to failure, like you fail class or you're given retakes or even suspension when you call it. And then when it comes to the professional bit of it, it leads it to loss of credibility. Like you can lose your job, like you're risking. And then ethical issues, it makes someone lose respect for you, and you are looked at as someone who is dishonest because you have copied work. And then legal risks, um, there is copyright infringement. Yeah, so let's move on to the next. Those are the basic reasons as to why you should avoid plagiarism in schools, at work, ethically, yeah, even legally. Now, let us go on to the next slide and see what it has for us. So yeah, after looking at why you should avoid plagiarism, now I'm taking you guys through how to avoid it. It says you should cite sources properly, like using epistle or use quotation marks for words. You paraphrase with credit or use plagiarism checkers. Or ask for help from someone if you're not sure of how to do it. Yeah, so that's basically how to avoid plagiarism. And then now, in conclusion, um, as I was saying in conclusion, yeah, we've looked at why you should avoid plagiarism. We've looked at the types and how to avoid it. So yeah, in conclusion, plagiarism undermines learning and integrity, and you should understand how to avoid it. Henceforth, you give credit where it's due. Yeah, and when you doubt how the work appears, you should cite, like you use citations, APA style, MLA, but in Gulu University we use APA, so yeah, you should cite out your work. That's something brief about plagiarism. I hope you guys have understood. It's something simple. It's like cheating or copying one's work without credibility or without knowledge. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you've gotten what plagiarism is and you'll avoid it and you've known how to avoid it. Yeah, hope you've liked the video. Subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed. Share with others. See you guys in the next videos. Bye.